following program is part of the Evolution Podcast Network. Anyways, you've never seen Joe Carter's... You never heard it? You never seen it?
No.
Okay, this is what every kid fucking dreams of, and it happened in Toronto in 93, 25 years ago this week.
Joe has
you can hear it, right?
had his moments.
Hear it, yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes on him.
What was the actual score
Here's
at that
pitch
point?
on the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions.
They were down by 1.
As Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
So yeah, that happened.
That's done. That's finished now.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
It was one hit off of Mitch. Fuck off. What the hell, Mitch?
McConnell.
No, not Mitch McConnell. No, it's
Turtleneck.
I can't remember. He was the closer. His name was Mitch something. I can't remember. And he threw a fucking slider right down the middle. And Joe belted. They were down 3-2 in the game. It was game 6. So if they had lost, obviously the Phillies would have tied it up. And we would win the game 7.
So why did my question to you is that why should I be excited for something that happened to the Blue Jays 25 years ago?
Well, if you're a Jays fan, I mean,
yeah, because
I like the
exciting
Jays.
happened to them ever since.
you see, you know what it is. I have an experience talking to people that don't know what I'm talking about when I hear.
Well, that's true. That's true.
When I hear Joe Carter, like everybody knows Joe Carter's home run, right?
Yeah.
So this is a weird experience. Like when I say, Joe Carter's home run, and you're like, "What? Who's Joe Carter?" Like that's just unheard of around here. That's all. Plus, it made me feel, dude. I was reminiscing. You know what happened in 25 years ago?
Joe Carter hit a home run.
Well,
That's a good one.
yeah, well,
What?
no, but I was thinking because I was thinking about it when I realized it happened 25. What was going on 25 years ago around
Door
that time?
open, walk in.
Wow, that actually killed Will. I think he's done.
That was fucking funny.
Jeez, I didn't think it was that funny. What the hell?
That was. Oh, it was.
So 25 years ago.
What was going on around that time?
Like where?
Like in
Canada?
the news and stuff? Yeah, just in the news and stuff.
I don't know. I didn't live here.
You weren't even here either?
No, man, I moved here in 2000.
Oh, shit. Well, there was a lot of shit going on. We had David Koresh. You have no idea.
That was 25 years
It
ago?
was about that, yeah. The Branch Davidians, yeah.
No. It was longer than that, wasn't it?
No? It was about
You sure?
Early 90s, yeah.
Google that, Mr. Google.
Yes. Yeah, there was that, and there was
What's his last name?
David Koresh.
Koresh.
Yeah, it's with
Yeah,
K.
where they killed the Branch Davidians. Lorena Bobbitt.
That was 25 years ago?
Yeah.
Fuck me. I wonder if his dick's grown back yet.
Yeah, he was in a porno.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, with his sliced off dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was called John Bobbitt, Uncut.
Yeah, he died in 93.
Yeah, see?
April 19th, 1993.
And
Who
that,
did?
David Koresh, yeah.
Is it 93?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
so
okay.
like that whole stand-up was going on because it lasted like months. It was 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
So that would have been about, it would have been right around real
I know they did a movie about it. They did.
Yeah, where the guy kept on yelling, "I want to pass my seed." Yeah, I know. I've seen the movie too.
Yeah.
Accept my seed. It's exactly what I like to whisper in a girl.
Perverted fuck, really. When you have a cult like that, the only reason what you do is to fuck young chicks. That's it.
That was that. Then there was a Long Island Lolita. That was going on.
Okay.
Long Island.
Yeah, Joey Buttafuoco. He was like a middle-aged guy who was dating like a high school girl while he was married, and then broke it off with the girl, and then the girl like went to the house while he was at work, and knocked on the door, and as soon as the wife opened the door, she just pulled a gun and fucking shot her right in the face.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
That's
that was huge too. Yeah,
I never heard of that one.
Lorena Bobbitt was my favorite though.
What's that story about?
The guy,
It's infidelity.
the guy was The guy was cheating on her and beating her up, apparently. Allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then one night she got fed up, and while he was sleeping, took a knife and chopped his penis off and took it for a drive.
Oh, that is a funny story.
His dick up.
Yeah, and she took it for a ride.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then like, could you imagine?
Did they ever did they find her?
They found the penis and everything. Yeah, and they reattached it.
They reattached it.
Yeah. 'Cause now
Didn't she go for the drive to make sure that it couldn't be reattached or something like that?
No,
that was the theory behind it.
I have no idea. I just have this theory that she's driving and she got the dick in her hand. She's like, "I told you not to cheat on me."
It wasn't this whole dick.
Yeah.
It was just like the top third or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Got the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's fuck me.
Oh man.
You know what would even be more funny? Could you imagine being the police officers getting that call on the radio?
Yeah.
Officers, be on the lookout for a severed penis. A severed what?
Say that again, dispatch.
Looking for what? Fuck me. No, I mean, chill that window. It's cold now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Keep an eye out for a severed penis and a woman. Huh?
I don't know that I really don't know how that would go.
Oh man.
I would be asking descriptions like, can you describe the penis, please?
Well, I mean, a dick's a dick when you think about it.
Well, no, I mean, like, could you imagine, like, was it a Mexican?
Yeah, but at that point, do you really care? Like, I mean, how many severed dicks do you think are there in that area to ask for a description of the severed dick?
No. Would it be like something like, was it a Mexican penis? No, that would have already grown back by now. And was it a black penis? No, we would have found that one by now. It was so big. And then they'd be like, oh, fuck, it was white. Hey, Charlie, get closer to the ground.
Oh my god.
I can't really remember the full story behind it, but it was him cheating or something.
And I think the Menendez brothers, too, were in that area, too.
Was that was then?
Yeah, that was then, too, man. And then as far as for Canadian stuff, that Paul Bernardo was going on at that time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, dude, the early 90s was just fucking a clusterfuck of just shit. Oh, I miss those days. Every day was something new.
Yeah.
There were quite a few news items, were there?
I think even Geraldo, that was the year that Geraldo had the brawl on his TV.
Who's Geraldo?
Geraldo Rivera. He's like, he was a daytime talk show host.
No, I don't know.
And he fought, he was like, he's half Spanish, half Jew.
What?
Yeah, he that's his makeup. He's half Spanish, half Jew.
Okay.
And he would make a fucking like his thing to like get the KKK and the Nazis to come on his TV show, and like like just to fuck around with them and stuff. And then one day like he had like the KKK, the Nazis, and the Black Panthers all on one stage, or some black organization.
Why would you do that?
And then it ended up in a fucking like a mass brawl online.
Yeah, no
That's
fucking kidding.
That's the only outcome you can see coming from that.
Yeah, like in the fans, like in the TV studio, people throwing chairs. They broke his nose right on national television.
Well,
yeah.
No, you should expect that when you bring in three groups like that.
Fuck yeah.
What the fuck?
And then they showed it on TV. I remember coming home. It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock when I come home from school and watched it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
So that was all going on at the same time that Joe Carter hit his home run.
Joe Carter hit a home. I guess that's like the one positive thing out of 1993. Yeah, because that's when Paul Bernardo got caught in 93.
93, yeah, about that time. Or at least he was running amok. I mean, he was a Scarborough rapist, and he was doing that stuff in Hamilton. And
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
And he was up for parole last week or the week before.
Yeah, they denied it.
They denied.
Oh,
him
you
parole.
think they were gonna give him some time off?
And he's up for parole in 2 years.
Again?
Again, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How many times do you get parole?
No, you can go. You can go. It's after you go up to a certain time, and then you start asking for parole, and it's like every couple of years or something like that. It keeps going until the end of the sentence, and then.
Well, he's got like 180 years. I mean.
I don't know what his sentence
Yeah, I was gonna
was.
say, what was his
definitely a
sentence?
life sentence. Well, it's weird. It's I guess it's a life sentence with possibility of parole, which is weird considering what he fucking did.
Nah, he'll never.
Like giving somebody like that fucking.
Dude, he still gives me nightmares.
Oh fuck yeah! The guy's like his family was the girls that
I
killed. Their family was there at the parole hearing.
I was in the courtroom.
They were there?
Oh yeah,
fuck.
they were there, and they
Yeah.
said the guy had he's a pure sociopath. Like he has like no emotions on his face.
Dude, he does not. I've seen him.
The guy's fucking. He's
Emotionless.
I went to the courtroom one day, like with my law class. We ended up going to the Toronto courts one of the days that he was on trial, and we sat in, and I still have nightmares of it. The stuff that I heard, it was just, and he had no emotions, bro. He didn't turn around. He didn't fucking blink.
It's funny because like the woman that she obviously she got a deal when when they arrested him. Like she turned him in basically. The woman that he was doing all this stuff
Yeah,
with.
Carla Homolka.
Yeah, now she's like living in Quebec. She's got a family and shit. I'm like,
and a teacher.
yeah, and apparently
She's a teacher?
People recognize her. She went to Quebec, so I guess they don't cover really Toronto news. And I guess a transplant from Toronto moved over to Montreal. Walked into her school one day, and she got her daughters, like Carla Homolka got the lady's daughters hand by hand.
Yeah. Yeah, because when she turned him in and everything, like she was saying that she was also like abused and she was forced to do everything.
Yeah, and then after they made the deal with her, then they found the tapes.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't take the deal back. That's what it was. They made a
What tips?
There's the tapes that gave me nightmares. Which, well, okay. The story was that she finally admits that Paul Bernardo did everything.
Yeah.
Right, and that she was abused and that she was forced to doing it, and she was forced to have sex with her sister and all this stuff. And then they made the deal for her testimony, saying that you only serve 10 years and then in minimum security. They're just ridiculous, like, shit, right? And then, like, literally 2 weeks after they signed the deal, they're going through the attic of his house in St. Catharines and find all the videotapes, and she's, like, just as bad as he is in the videos.
And she's got a job as a teacher?
Well, because they couldn't take the deal away from her because it included like her.
Yeah, but you could still take that into consideration when you certificate.
Yeah, but she's changed her name and stuff like that, so people don't like. She'll go to like rural Quebec where nobody recognizes her, and then like
that is fucked.
Oh, no one would have known she was Carla Homolka if it wasn't for that Toronto transplant that noticed her. Like holding on to her daughter, like she walked in to pick up her daughters, and Carla Homolka is holding both her daughter's hands. I would have freaked. Mm-hmm. I probably would have fucking punched the bitch right in the face if I'd have walked into school and seen.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, and they well,
I'm fully behind rehabilitating people, not just punishment in prison. I'm talking about rehabilitation. Yes. If they've done something as heinous as that. But then to have somebody that's obviously as challenged as she must be to be around and teaching children, I'm not sure that I'm really comfortable with that.
That's really that. I mean, even if you like change your name and stuff, they still know who you are. Like not people like obviously that don't know her, but like the government, like the system knows who she is.
Yeah.
So she shouldn't really not be able to like apply for a job like that.
I wouldn't have thought so.
And she married one of her lawyers too. That was the other sick thing.
Yeah?
Yeah. One of her defense lawyers is her husband.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying she didn't completely rehabilitate. She could have done. There is the possibility.
There's no way. After what I witnessed, there's no way. There is no way, no how. Those two are animals, and that's it. There's no way of rehabilitating. The only thing that they're good for is to be shot in the brains. The stuff I heard that day I went to court, I will forever be haunted by it. And I only listened to about 2 hours of the tapes because they wouldn't even show us. There was like a publication ban. You could hear it, but you couldn't see them. Mm-hmm. So what happens when you go in the courtroom, when they were showing the videotapes, they would turn the TVs to the judge, the jury, and then that was it. And then they would show.
Could you?
And you hear everything that was going on.
I'm not sure if I could be a juror for that very reason. If I was,
I wouldn't.
No, I can't. I wouldn't.
I couldn't.
No, I would like, especially a case like that. There's no way I can be impartial.
No.
I can't
I'd
think of
find
that other side.
Even for me, I'd find it very,
I find
very
it very
difficult.
hard to just say guilty, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was no need. That trial went on for like 2 months. There was no need for that. That trial should have lasted a week. Show the videotapes. Guilty.
Oh,
get
no,
the fuck
you've
out of
got,
here.
no. You when it comes down to justice like that, you can't just immediately just say, okay, let's have a 12-minute fucking trial. You can't do that. You've got. If you believe in justice and truly believe in justice, then irrespective of the crime that person may or may not have committed, they still should have justice. You can't just go like, okay, well, that section of society doesn't have justice. This one gets a little bit of justice and this one gets everything else. You can't do that. It's got to be encompassing of the whole of society. That's how it's got to be.
And I get what you're saying. And yes, I am talking more of a... I'm talking more of like I'm more of like a talking out of my heart, not my my brain. I understand that.
Well, that's where like with justice literally has to be emotional less.
Yeah.
You can't have that emotion going into it because if you did that, you'd just go like, oh, kill the cunt.
Yeah, I fully admit that everything, all the decisions I would make towards Paul Bernardo would have been with emotion, dude. The stuff that I heard. And I'm a teenager. I'm like 16, 17 at the time. I still can't believe those girls went through that. And I only listened to about 2 hours of the tape.
Yeah, I know. That's...
No, I'm not saying that... fuck's sake. I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong or incorrect or anything else. What I am saying is that if we as a society want to be a civilized society and we want to look at... When you look at crime itself, you've got to look at why crime is the way that it is. Which I understand you broadcast that you're a capitalist and all this sort of stuff. But yet, you look at how capitalism keeps poverty where it is so that people are in fear of going even further down. And then, as they're doing that, you take everything away from a person. What the fuck is that person supposed to do to survive? Because the number one thing that a human does is survive. And we talked the same thing we talked about this with the Australian thing.
Yeah.
When they stole fucking bread because they were so poor, they stole the fucking thing, and then the system in itself came down on them and said, "Well, no, you're not supposed to do that. Go to Australia. Fuck off." No.
Well, the system, that's where it's made right now. It's definitely not equal or balanced.
But Paul Bernardo was rich, though.
Well, no. Well, I mean, no. Him, it's just a completely different.
Yeah,
it's psychological.
Yes, that's his inner workings of his brain.
That's like he didn't kill them. He's just a sick freak.
Yeah,
he's just an anomaly to what you're saying. And
like a lot of people. I mean, like crime does happen because of poverty.
I know. I'm not denying
but like
that
as far as like when it comes to like rape and murder and all that stuff.
When it comes to that shit, then obviously there's something wrong with the person.
He's definitely a sick man.
And I mean, we apologise if it seems that we belittling anything that happened to the victims, because certainly not. I mean, it's horrific and it should not happen in any way. But for him, the thing is, if it was noticed earlier on that he was this sociopath or whatever he was, then okay, maybe there is a time when institutionalizing a person is beneficial both to society and to that person. I'm all for what, like, if you have and I hate saying this, but if you have your standard schizophrenic and they're out in society, and I think it's a matter that we as a society should be more encompassing and caring, of course. But when you get like a sociopath that's capable of the kind of horrific things that he did, is it a matter that society should absorb that person? Or should it be a matter of saying, okay,
I have an idea.
Let's institutionalize it? Well, let's hear your idea. That would be a good thing.
I have an idea. I say, because it'll save the animals too.
What?
My idea will will cut costs and save a lot of animals in their lives.
That's torture. They don't do that in Canada.
I understand that, but if I was empowered, that's what I would do. You know the the animal testing, like when they test perfumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is disgusting.
Exactly. I'd get all the pedophiles, put them in a cage, and do that to them.
Oh, fuck me.
In fact, I would be like the one that likes to spray the shit in their eyes.
That's torture.
And then once they die, then you take their brain and you figure out what went wrong in their fucking little...
You don't. With a dead brain, you can't. It's just a dead organ.
Like anything that's like psychosis, you can't fucking poke around in the brain to find out.
No, you can't.
No, but I mean, but eventually you figure if we fucking take the brains of enough of those motherfuckers, we could maybe figure out a pattern, something, you know.
Well, no, that's like all like inner workings, right? That's
no, I know, but who knows who's to say that maybe there's like
scientists say it.
No, yeah, but there's theories, but there's no actual proof. No one's taking like. What I'm saying is, like, if you take like 5,
these are peer-reviewed theories. These are fucking like serious shit.
Okay, but things have changed. Things can change, no?
Well, yeah, but like obviously science can change.
Yeah, who's to say that they couldn't take five brains of 5 fucking
scientists say that,
and maybe find like maybe a pattern difference, something, a discoloration. Anything.
What do you mean, like the way their brains formed?
Yeah,
and like those like.
Yeah, who knows? And they say, okay, these guys.
Well, obviously, your brain does 2 halves of your brains. They do 2 different things. So, are you saying like maybe the areas where you think like I guess
lobotomize them,
like compassion and stuff like that, like something wrong with that part of the brain?
Yeah, maybe there's
I'd assume they've done this with like patients that they've like. That was on death row. That was like that. Like I'm pretty sure they've done
because
something like that.
They've done it with the concussion protocols now with sports players and athletes and all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's developing science. That's fine.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that like if you're gonna take the brains of sports stars and try to figure out.
But what's the end game? What's the end game? What's the end game that you're saying? Are you then saying, okay, let's look at every single baby that's coming out or being born, and we test their brains and say, okay, you're going to be a paedophile. So what I will do, because you're like this baby's like a day old, and you're then saying, right, you're going to basically grow up to be a paedophile. So what I'm going to do with you is take you along to this laboratory and spray fucking perfume in your eyes.
No,
that's the thing, right? Like you don't know. That's the thing. Like something like that is.
I know, and I'm thinking of like a perfect like to me that like the perfect scenario.
And you can like you can judge somebody before they commit some sort of.
Although I don't know if it's a funny or no, but you might find this funny. But if there is a God and I happen to go meet him, the first thing I'm going to ask is, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That would be the first question. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're almighty. You're supposed to be perfect. Like, what? Like, you give us 30,000 fucking pedophiles, and you give kids with like 4 years.
But this is you're actually you're hitting on one of the first things that I began to question when as a religious person. Like I heard about. And coming back to the story that we were talking about, but this was in the 60s when we were talking about a guy called like Ian Brady, and what's the woman's fucking name? Oh, Jesus, fuck. They killed some kids in the 1960s, early 1960s, and then they recorded them killing the kids, which is sick fucking things. And I was reading about it, and all of a sudden, my religion at that time started being questioned. Because I did say to myself, the very thing that you were saying there was, wait a second, if this guy is omnipotent and he's so almighty, why would you allow these sick bastards to exist? Yeah. Why? And I mean, if you're there before that child is even conceived, because of these fuckers that you've got at the moment that's saying that a pile of cells is a human life, there, and so you can't have an abortion, etc.
Yeah.
But then before that, And then all of a sudden, basically, this almighty person that's supposed to be in the sky is then turning around and saying, yeah, well, you're going to be a fucking deviant of absolute enormous proportions.
Not even that. It's just like why would you give like I'm more like that girl. Remember like when Mick Foley came?
Yeah.
Right. Like the girl's only 5 months. She got a brain tumor.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at that. You look at children suffering the way they do. Fuck off.
Like, listen, I get world hunger. I get it. The different climates. People being greedy. I understand all that stuff. There's just things that like people can't change. I get it. Right. But
can't change?
Or not can't change, but
we can change that.
It's hard to change and whatever.
Yeah.
That's not my argument. But my thing is though, someone who just came out of the womb.
Exactly.
What the fuck? What sin did they cause except being naked, coming out of their mom's pussy? Like,
well, you paint a good picture of childbirth. Fucking brute.
The miracle of life.
The miracle of life. You're naked. You're coming out of your mom's pussy.
Boom. There you go.
Well, that's what happens unless you get a cesarean. Then you come out of the stomach for legitimately.
I know, but you can just say childbirth.
Oh, stop.
You don't have to fucking describe the way you're coming out.
Well, I didn't talk about the ripping of the vagina and the blood coming out while...
Well, you're doing it now.
Exactly. Absolutely fucking exactly.
You're like a fucking self-fulfilling prophecy, eh?
Yes, he fucking is.
And it starts already.
Oh, my fuck. No, you got a hat? You have a hat today.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Chicago Bulls hat.
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls?
Bulls. It's no, I like to think of it as a Michael Jordan hat.
Oh, okay.
Well, because that was the style back in the day. When Michael Jordan was playing.
Yeah. Everybody had a Chicago Bulls hat. Yeah, everybody had one.
And the old school, like well, I wouldn't say gangster guys, but you know what I'm talking about. They all seem to have that leather one.
Yeah, that's old. My first Chicago Bulls hat was the red brim, the black hat with the red bow.
Yeah,
the old school look. Yeah, I
gave him that hat because it didn't fit my fat head.
Yeah,
that's a $55 hat.
Okay. Why did you buy it?
It looked good, man, and I really wanted it.
But you tried it on, right?
I tried it on when I was bald.
Okay.
And it fit me.
Okay.
Now I have hair, it doesn't fit me.
All right.
And...
No, whatever, I got a hat.
Yeah. That you didn't have to spend fucking 55 plus tax.
And I wouldn't have.
No.
I go to Lids, like if I'm buying a hat, like when I go to Lids, I usually go for their 2-for-1 deals.
Yeah, I'm due for a hat too. I gotta get another hat. Maybe next week.
This is all very, very exciting conversation we got going on right here, talking about fucking hats.
Well, like a good hat. What do you want? Don't you wear a hat? Oh,
he doesn't fucking wear hats.
No, when have you seen me wear a fucking hat?
Yeah, I've never seen him wear a hat.
No, he wants to look like this Doc fucking Brown over there.
I don't even think I've ever seen you wear like a toque.
Marty, the kiss.
I used to do. I may get. You've seen that picture of me taking the photograph at Comic-Con.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Wow, okay. In real life, I don't think I've ever seen you. Not in a picture.
I do have. I don't know how it's going to be this year with my hair being as long as it is.
Yeah, that's true. You can just like keep your hair.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking hot. Dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of cons, you know what we're doing next Saturday, right?
No. Next Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, the next Saturday is a sex show.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
We're going to the sex show on Saturday.
Wonderful.
And the week after that, do you know what's going on?
Wrestling?
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Too many fucking shit coming up.
You know what's coming up December 11th?
Wrestling?
No.
I don't know.
Obi Trice and D12's coming up.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Oh.
I really don't care about
Neither
that.
do I. Keep them to yourself. It's fucking boring.
If anybody wants to be my new friends, just contact me and make sure you like D12. Thank you.
No.
We should go.
No.
I'll bring.
Why would I fucking want to go there? Seriously.
We go in the
Why?
mosh pit.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No, I have no interest in it. None. Fucking zero.
No.
It's fun.
You're like the only one that I know that likes D12. So it's like,
I don't like D12.
you got a D12 tattoo.
I was gonna say I love D12.
I understand the eyes roll. Yeah,
Like-
I really do. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm not bringing D12 and Obi Trice. Ugh.
Oh, excuse me. I'll pay my own $40 then.
Okay.
Yeah. Have fun. Take some pictures for the podcast. Send it to me so I can put it on Instagram.
Yeah, it'll be me and Swifty.
Okay.
And me, Swifty McVeigh.
Okay.
Who is Swifty McVeigh?
One of the members of D12.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck they are. I have no bastard idea.
I've told you
all.
100 fucking times who they are.
Well, if you've told me 100 times and I still don't know who they are, doesn't that kind of connect with you where you're going like,
why do you-
he's no fucking interest?
Yeah.
No.
Why would he not do that?
Then why you ask me who they are?
Because you keep saying their names and
And I don't know who they are.
Dude, the other night he said the same thing, and he pulled up the Wikipedia, and now he's still acting like he doesn't know who the fuck they are.
That's how much interest I've got in them. I've got.
You know what? Shut up.
Gone. It's out of my thoughts.
Shut the fuck up.
Gone.
Get out of here. Shut up.
what?
Oh, fuck me, sure.
I'm going to put you on dick duty next week.
There's been another shooting in America, though, the synagogue.
Again?
Another one. Yeah.
New York?
No. Pennsylvania?
Because I know in New York they've been going crazy sending fucking packages and...
Yeah, sending bombs, that guy.
Yeah, to fucking Clintons, Obamas.
Yeah.
Like
Anybody that criticizes Trump.
Robert De Niro.
Fuck off, Robert
Yeah,
De Niro?
seriously.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Robert De Niro is very vocal about fucking Donald Trump.
And how much of a dick he is.
How- yeah,
So
it's
find
like-
this son of a bitch and kill him then.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
like
no one
fucking
messes
Robert De
with-
Niro and some people on I think CNN.
Yes, CNN.
Yeah, some people, some broadcasters on there got packages sent to them. This guy's a fucking maniac.
Have you seen his truck?
No.
You got all the Trump signs in his fucking window.
Oh my God,
Fucking
yeah,
everything.
that's-
Oh, they
Crazy.
found the guy.
Yeah. They've charged him.
Oh yeah, they already charged him. They found the guy.
Is his truck?
Some asshole from Florida, right?
Yeah. That's his truck. Can you see all the signs in the windows?
What a
They're all Trump supporters signs and everything else.
That's fucking
What a fucking maroon.
56-year-old man.
Jesus
In
Christ.
Florida.
I'll just make some pipe bombs.
Listen, okay, as much as I fucking hate Justin Trudeau,
Yeah.
I really don't think I would want to send a bomb to him.
No.
Like,
You really don't think?
I was
That's
being,
fucking
I was,
true.
I was being,
That's-
I was being facetious there. I was just trying to be funny.
That's domestic terrorism.
No, exactly. I don't think I want to. Just, I don't want to send him a bomb. I don't want to kill him. I want him out of power. Yeah, but
Well, yeah. I don't want to kill
but I'll wait the 4-year term
Exactly. Why would you want to kill any fucker?
over politics. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
stupid.
Yeah, these guys got a hard on. This guy definitely got a hard on for Trump. Jesus Christ.
We're going to risk their whole lives over it.
My God. Sending everybody bombs. I was like going through the list that says Robert De Niro. I'm like, what? Robert De Niro? Get this motherfucker.
And this is Donald Trump's response to it. Republicans are doing so well in the early voting and at the polls, and now this, in quotes, bomb
Yeah.
stuff happens, and the momentum greatly slows. News not talking politics. Very unfortunate. What is going on? Republicans go out to vote.
Yeah, he blamed it on fake news. The whole
He's
bombs.
making a conspiracy theory about it.
It's
Yeah.
like fake news. There's a bomb in my doorstep, and it's fake news.
Oh, seriously. I mean, some of the... If you truly ever want to be entertained, in the sense of what you can read. Go onto his Twitter feed.
Yeah, his Twitter feed's
fucked.
I follow him. He's fucking funny.
He's a fuck. That's not funny. He's just fucked in the head.
I know, but that's what makes it funny to me. He doesn't make sense.
No, he doesn't.
I'm almost certain that he tweets while he's taking a shit.
Yeah.
There'd be like long pauses, like almost like I went down the street, like, you know what I mean? Like, and he literally types that out. Like his tweets about nothing. He'll have regular tweets. Like his tweets, like, I mean, his politics tweets are fucking incoherent, anyways.
No, fucking not. He's fucking insane.
But like his regular tweets about like, oh, today's such a beautiful day tweets, like.
But even on his phone, the Secret Service, apparently this is what's been said. Even he won't give up his phone.
No,
his ordinary phone, and take on board one that's been covered by.
Obama didn't do that either.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he fucking did.
No, he didn't. He didn't want to give up his BlackBerry.
Bollocks. He had the secure one.
I'm sure they gave him a secure BlackBerry.
He did.
Well,
there's no maybe about it. He did. He had a secure fucking phone.
That's funny. Because, like, BlackBerry, that was like the black people phone for the longest time. When I worked at Bell, it's like when I see like a black person walks in, I turn to my buddy that I was working with. It's like, iPhone or BlackBerry? It's like, definitely BlackBerry. And it's like, can I get the new BlackBerry Q? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It's funny. For some reason, BBM, it was like I don't know. It was like the black people phone. Maybe it was called BlackBerry. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's so weird. Anybody that was like serious, like it ended up becoming like, to me, I started noticing that like anybody, every black person I knew or that I've seen, when they take out their phone, it was a BlackBerry. I'm like, this is so weird. Like, I mean, I know BlackBerry was hugely popular, in the mid to early 2000s.
Yeah, I had 3 BlackBerries over
But
years.
like, man, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, just because of BBM, because that thing was huge.
The new BlackBerry looks nice too.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be making phones.
Did Nokia still make phones?
Nokia, yeah.
Nokia still do.
They got the Q or whatever, the Q something, Nokia Q.
Most of those brands, they make their phones for like Asian market. You don't really see too many Nokias in North America.
Dude, that new Huawei one looks fucking amazing.
What?
The Huawei.
Huawei?
Huawei, yeah.
Huawei?
Huawei.
Huawei.
Yeah, they're that fucking phone.
They've come through extremely fast.
Oh my God, yeah.
They
Their
have.
phones are great.
Yeah.
Their phones are great. They're like the second, after Android, they're the second largest. They have the second largest in sales.
I mean Samsung, because Android, they're all Androids.
Samsung, yeah.
The best phones are Android.
Best phones, like it's Samsung.
iPhones are fucked.
Yeah, it's like iPhone's like third or fourth.
Yeah,
Apple's like third or fourth.
I had 3 BlackBerries.
Yeah.
The first one I had was like with the roller, not even the ball, not even the mouse pad, it was the roller mouse thing. And then I had an iPhone once. That was about 9.
I had an iPhone once. I had a BlackBerry once, and
9 or 10 years ago, and then
I had just been doing Android because Android's just better.
Yeah, Android. Ever since like 9 years ago, I got mine.
Yeah. I think my first Android was a Motorola.
I think my first Android was a Note. I could be wrong though.
A what?
The Note. It was a big, huge. Like it was 2 of these.
Samsung Note. That was huge. It was
The
the
first
fucking
one?
size of a tablet.
That's why it's called the Phablet.
Yeah.
The what?
The Note used to be called the Phablet.
Phablet.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was like half a phone, half a tablet.
Don't ask me. People fucking come up with weird names.
No, okay.
That's the only name I could think of. I mean, how was your week, anyways?
No, not bad. Slept in. Did a little reading on reading week. I mean, who fucking really reads on reading week? Nobody.
I don't
That's
know.
who. Oh, you got homework? I said, no, I fucking don't have homework. I did a little bit of reading because I was bored. I had nothing to do in the afternoon. So I actually read some stuff. But, like, nobody fucking reads on reading week, okay? Don't fucking call it that. Just say, like, a week off. You get a week off from school to just fuck around.
So you fucked around.
Yeah, that's all I pretty much did.
That's good. That's good. Will, you had a good week?
Well, it depends. I see you every day, so that kind of that takes the fucking edge off the day.
That should be a fucking blessing.
What, seeing you?
Yeah,
fuck me.
I'm a fucking delight.
I'm one for, and this is true, and he will verify this. I'm one that when you're training on a job, I'm like literally if you ask me the same question a million times, then I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. That's fine. As long as it finally falls into place. But him, fuck me. It's like fucking 55 million up to present. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, fuck's sake.
What?
But never mind. Yeah, it is.
I don't ask you 100 questions.
You really?
I don't fucking know. You guys work together.
I never asked you any questions.
And finally, he now refers to it as a tire rather than a fucking wheel.
The wheel.
And then the other day he was talking to me. And this is how fucking bad he is when it comes. I can understand him getting what's his face to do his mechanics and to do all the mechanical work on his car. I can understand it now.
Yeah,
it really, really makes perfect fucking sense because he was there.
My brother Chico,
Chico, and he turned round to it and he's like, I'm working on that thing, and I'm like, the tire. Yeah, but that thing on the tyre. Okay, what? And he walked over to the tyre that I was building, right? And he literally tapped the fucking sidewall. He said, that part.
Yeah.
And I was like, sidewall? And he's like, yeah, that's it. That's what.
I was trying to be funny.
No, you weren't. You just literally didn't know it was called a fucking sidewall.
It slipped my mind, man. Fuck off.
Fuck
no. Don't pretend like it slipped your mind. If you didn't know what it is, it's a lot less embarrassing for you to admit you didn't know what it was. It slipped my mind.
And I'm making a joke about it. No. It's that part of the title. That fuck me.
Slipped my mind.
Bullshit.
Yes, it was bullshit. It's not that bad.
Then ask him the fucking sizes. Oh my fuck.
What, the way you go like that? Like, open your arms this big.
Yeah.
What size is it?
I got 14 I know now, and 17s, because that's all I've been working on exclusively for the last week.
That's what you guys use. So when you ask for a size, that's a number. You just give him the number.
You can just give me a number, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about.
I know 14s and 17s now, because I've worked on them exclusively. After that, I'm just... He's like, what size you work? And I'm like...
He really does.
This big.
Excuse me.
He's about yay wide and yay tall.
I'm like, oh, fuck no.
But it's not that bad. I fucking listen. I do what I'm supposed to. At least I try to do what I'm supposed to do. You give me at least that much, and I work hard.
You're not bad. You're not bad.
Fuck you. I'm not.
No, he didn't say you don't work hard. He said you're not bad.
I'm more than not bad.
There's always room for improvement.
I know that, Slappy. Thank you. But my work ethic I think is pretty good.
You come to work, yeah.
Oh, that was early this week one day.
Oh, fuck yeah. That was oh, man.
Wow, what happened?
Seriously. My boss turned around to me. He said, can I ask you a question? I said, sure. I said, no problem at all. He says, what the fucking hell's Dom doing here? And we're like, I don't know. Because I didn't know if he'd been asked to go in early or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll hand over to the story to him. Now, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I thought it was late.
What time do you start? What time do you start work?
3:30.
What time were you there?
3 o'clock.
On the shop floor.
Why did you think you were late?
I have no idea. I
Did
can't.
you not when you woke up and got ready and got in the car? Like,
Dude,
at any
His
point
dad told him that he was going in early.
What the fuck, man?
No. Okay, for whatever reason, I guess I looked at the clock and read the time wrong. I don't know why. I've never done it before in my life. This is the first time ever. So, like, I'm literally, like, running out of grabbing my lunch, everything, running out of the house. And my dad's like, where are you going? I'm like, Dad, leave me alone. I got to go to work. But he's trying to tell me, like, oh, you're early. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And I literally snapped and I was like, fuck off, Dad. I'm in a rush. And he's like, okay. See you later.
Wow. Showed up early.
Ran into work.
Dude, ran into work. Sped all the way to work.
Speeding.
Yeah. Like, I didn't stop for fucking coffee. I didn't stop for nothing. Nothing at all.
So once you found out that it's 3 o'clock, did you go back and get a coffee?
No, because it was like 25 after 3.
Oh.
That he found out it was 3 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah. I punched in, got dressed, fucking got on the floor. And I should have known something was up when the guy who was like...
When you punch in, isn't there an actual, like,
I don't
clock
even look
on
at the time.
thing?
Yeah.
That shows
Yes.
the time you punched in.
Absolutely.
Didn't look at the fucking time. Just fucking...
And at any point, when you're getting ready, you didn't just, like, glance at your phone?
No.
Man, that's
I don't
weird.
bring my phone in the plant. It stays in my car.
Well, no, but, like, up until getting there.
No, dude, I don't. Nothing.
I mean, we you can talk about brain farts,
Yeah.
but this was a brain fucking shitstorm.
Yeah,
You
this
know
is
what I
brain diarrhea, bro.
mean? It must be.
Diarrhea.
Like,
You
what?
just go to work early thinking you're going in late.
Dude, I was afraid. I was in beads of sweat. Fucking just, like, I'm going to be late. I don't know. Then, the next day, I'm late.
Yeah, it was.
Like 2 minutes.
I guess everything needs to get balanced out.
That's what I said.
No, it was because he walks into because we have this every Wednesday we have this meeting,
Yeah.
and he walks into the meeting. And I'm like, "Why are you late?"
Yeah.
So I just couldn't. It didn't register to me. You know what I mean? And just, what the fuck? Why are you late?
Mm-hmm.
What excuse did you come up with?
I was early yesterday. I figured I'd even it out. But it was the traffic. It was an accident. So. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. As soon as there's an accident in Oshawa,
Oh, it's terrible.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the whole fucking city
Oh.
shuts down.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. If you don't know the back roads and shit like
Yeah.
that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And even some of the back roads are fucked too, because then you get the schools letting out at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah, yeah,
It's a fucking shit show, dude.
Yeah, by the time you guys go to work, that's like some people getting off work. It's high,
Oh yeah.
very high trafficy time.
And like the matter of leaving 5 minutes at your house, like that, like 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after,
Yeah.
is legitimately like the cutoff, like of like, you know, being stuck and then being like 10 minutes late to work. Like literally 5 minutes. Like if you're 5 minutes late leaving your house.
I mean, I live. Excuse me. I live downtown, and it normally to drive 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But then once you get in, you get downtown, and right down towards the south.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Now, when the the traffic, the roadworks that they've had on there as well,
Yeah.
down on Bloor, it's like, oh fuck me, are we insane? The fuck, I mean, the backups and why don't they do it on a night?
I know. Do construction at night.
People sleeping.
Yeah, I guess you can't. That kind of like, I guess like, you know, sled, like anything that makes a lot of noise you can't do.
Yeah, they have
After
401
7 o'clock, I think,
construction at night,
Yeah.
but they don't have.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're near residential areas, you can't do it. Because I think the cutoff point is like 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, Oshawa's got a 24-hour noise ban.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
24-hour noise ban.
Yeah, you can't make up the obnoxious noises 24 hours a day in Oshawa because they're going by GM's clock and everything. Because before, when GM was on the swing and everybody worked there, it was 2 weeks days, 2 weeks nights, 2 weeks afternoons.
Okay.
So at any point, people are actually sleeping.
Okay.
So they put in a 24-hour for fucking noise ban.
Okay. I don't know if it's the same now still.
I don't know because
they may have changed it.
That fucking sweets, the street sweeper fucking the same day, every
Thursday, like it's not
12:30, 1 o'clock.
Every day they do it. Man, they do keep those streets clean.
They do.
Can't get rid of a crack house, but goddamn, you can eat off the streets.
Yeah, I know. Got to keep those streets clean.
You hear them a lot. I mean, because I when I get home, I'll stay up and watch whatever I'm going to watch or read whatever I'm going to read. And
the turd burglar?
And then that's stupid. That's just a stupid fucking thing. You ask me to watch something and then you tell me about it, and I'm like, why the fuck would I watch this fucking thing?
Yeah, it's definitely not something Will would watch.
I know,
but he's telling me how good it is, how it's brilliant,
so
and how and I'm like, what?
It's so good. You weren't guessing it when they were doing the dick drawings?
That one was actually entertaining. I don't think because Sean watched the second season, the Turd Burger one. He said they kind of did it wasn't as funny as the first one. So I'm like, if it's not funny as the first one, I'm not going to watch it.
It was okay. I mean, you can't expect that they hit that much greatness all at once again.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they had a pretty good show with like the first season. They should have just left it at that.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll have a third season.
But he came to telling me about this show.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to him about... Because he said to me... He asked me a question and said, have you watched Making a Murderer?
Yeah.
Which obviously was a big hit on Netflix.
Yeah.
And the second season's out now.
And that's what I asked him. I said, which one are you talking about, the first season or the second season? Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden he says, oh, you've got to watch this. And then he tells me about this fucking program. And the more and more and more he tells me about this show, it's like, I'm not going to watch. Why would I want to watch a show where it's just drawing about dicks that's made in the same kind of genre?
It was funny. Here's the thing: describing it is not really.
It doesn't give it justice.
Doesn't it actually? If you describe what the show is, it's like nobody's going to want to watch it. It's just, if you watch it though, it's really funny. It's actually funny. You'll have a good chuckle.
Yeah. Listen, you're not going to watch it. If you're watching it for Oscar merits or Golden Globes, don't bother watching it. Like, if you're going to watch it thinking like this is like a fucking masterpiece, don't bother. If you want to just like sit there for half an hour, fucking put your brain on your fucking shelf and just like have a good couple of chuckles.
Yeah, it's just something you don't have to think too hard about.
That's all it is, man.
But then again, though, you kind of do have to pay attention because they do it as an investigation. The whole thing is shot as an investigation, like who really drew the dicks on the cars or whatever. Yeah. So it's like you kind of have to pay attention. But
the whole part in the party, like worked, like that was done. I thought was done fabulously. Fabulously.
There you go.
That's for Bobby.
Fuck no. But the making of a.
I don't even think Bobby says fabulous. I don't know. He doesn't seem like.
No, he isn't. But
he talks like he should say fabulous all the time.
That's just stereotyping.
Very.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the accent.
Oh my God.
The accent.
We've been through this one before as well.
I know, the gay accent. The flamboyant accent. Listen, my favorite thing about going to the general is when he calls last call. That's legitimately the highlight of my night. It makes me chuckle every time.
Why?
Have you ever heard him call last call?
Yeah.
It sounds like, last call, everybody. Makes me laugh.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't make me fucking laugh.
No.
Makes me laugh every fucking time. Last call. He's got that gay accent.
Fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm trying to have a conversation with him about Making a Murderer, and like looking at this show, and the impartiality about it, the way that the show was done. And I said, well, you can tell that he's innocent. He fucking tried arguing. I mean, have you ever seen Making a Murderer?
No.
That's another one to add to your list then. That's a fucking good show.
Arguing what? Arguing what?
You argued saying that it could have been. Yeah, what did you call the mentally challenged guy? You called him what?
A retard.
Yeah, he said that, right? Yeah. That he wasn't guilty. But the other guy, and I'm like, did you watch that fucking show?
Hold on.
All the evidence pointed to telling you that he wasn't guilty.
Hold on. Time out. Okay? In the first, what I said was that I don't want to spoil it for you, but legitimately, what's his name got turned down for his parole or his mistrial, and he's done. They can't do it. I just don't remember if it was the young kid, the handicapped kid, or fucking his uncle. But someone got denied. They can't appeal anymore. They're done. Right, which I'm getting to that part now in the fucking in the series, and I'm already halfway through it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on
okay.
right now. But
After the first season,
I'll give it a read on
Yeah.
the episodes and see where you guys on it, because I'm not gonna sit down and watch anything right now.
after the
Clearly, I'm not.
Clearly, no.
after the first season, that fucking Reeb there, the court there, Kratz, started going on a talk show loop saying that they forgot to put in the sweat from under the latch and how it got there, because it was never mentioned in the first series. And I said, they mention it, they work on it in 2 episodes and explain the fucking sweat under the latch, and it doesn't look
So
like
you guys are arguing. So you guys are arguing about this what you guys watched, but you're ahead of him.
Yeah.
An episode. So
Yeah.
So
And I didn't.
I mean, then it's just kind of, well, then you have more information than he does.
But that's what I'm saying. And I said I didn't want to ruin it for him.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I don't think they're gonna make him, because I didn't want to spoil it for him.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with it. I don't think they did it at all.
That isn't what you said to me.
I said I didn't want to spoil it for you, but I don't think they get off at all. The way it's looking is that it doesn't look like they're getting off in the series, and I think it's changed right now.
Oh, this was a very confusing part of the podcast. I have no fucking idea.
You don't. If you haven't watched
no
it, you would
idea.
know.
And it's like whoever's listening to this next week, and it's just, if they haven't seen it, they're like, "What the fuck?"
It's something that you look at the it's basically the miscarriage of justice.
Okay.
In the United States, and how this guy is truly innocent of this murder, and they just won't let him out.
Yeah.
They won't let him out of prison, no matter what. It's like, why? But then again, as I said to Dom, like, in the conversation that we were having, they've even killed innocent people. They won't even pardon an innocent person. He's been proven innocent.
Yeah.
And they just put him on death row, and then you're dead.
Yeah.
We can't do it because you're dead.
Like,
Invariably, you're black.
Yeah.
But you're dead.
I feel bad for like I feel bad for both of them. I really feel bad for the fucking the Reeb that's in jail. Like that, I feel bad for that kid. And dude, he's got the perfect alibi.
Who?
The nephew there, the Reeb. He's got the alibi there. I made up his alibi right away. From the first.
Well, say what his alibi is.
Well, his alibi.
Take a nap.
Man, we'll stop.
If you're having a conversation, have a conversation all 3 of us can participate in.
I'm just saying, it involves wrestling though.
Oh, fuck me.
Because when he calls his mom the first time, he goes, "Am I going to be out for WrestleMania?" And apparently, he's a wrestling fanatic, right? Teresa Halbach was killed on a Monday. There's no way that kid could have helped. He was watching Monday Night Raw. He ain't getting him away from the TV.
Okay.
That's my theory. That's the perfect theory.
Perfect alibi.
Yeah. Shut up. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
There was in the UK when the UK still had hanging.
Okay.
This is the miscarriage of justice again.
Yeah.
There was a guy who was under the age of 18.
Yeah.
He shot a cop.
Okay.
And the guy that was with him,
Yeah.
right, was mentally challenged.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names, but he was mentally challenged. And what he did, he basically, the words that they convicted him on was "let him have it," right? Because the cop was asking for the gun.
Yeah.
And the theory behind it is that what he was saying was let the police officer have the gun. Give him the gun.
Yeah.
But he didn't use those. He said let him have it. So they hung the fucker.
Oh.
And
They hung him.
He was handicapped. He was retarded.
He was mentally challenged.
Poor kid.
Yeah, and they hung him.
Oh, that's.
I don't like the story. Like, I feel bad if this kid fucking has to serve the rest of his life in jail or being hung.
I didn't know the way that they hanged him at the time until I watched the movie about it, because there is a movie about this, and they gave him the last meal.
Yeah,
but there was this. I had never even noticed the curtain, but there was just this one big fucking curtain.
Yeah,
right, and the hangman was sat with him, and he's having his last meal.
Yeah,
like and finishes his meal and just talks to him. Immediately after he having his last meal, took him around the curtain. They happened fast, like within seconds, and he's behind there, over the thing, rope around his neck, dropped him.
What the fuck, eh? That's fucking crazy. Wow.
Like, fuck me.
He didn't even have a time to actually,
no.
That was a good meal.
No. Boom, down you go. It's sickening.
Yeah, it is
it
crazy.
Really is. I didn't even know as well, there's something else on that intrigued me, and because I was looking into it, was the way that the actual drop is a certain height because of your body weight.
Yeah.
They actually do take your body weight into consideration, so that your head doesn't literally fucking fly off there.
Yeah.
The next one I'm looking for.
Disgusting.
The next show I'm looking at is I'm a Killer.
Is that on Netflix or?
Yeah, it's a Netflix original where they follow like 10 guys on death row.
Okay.
Before, like weeks before they get the fucking.
Oh, I think I've seen that one on there. Yeah.
And they all admit that they're killers. Like I've killed. Claiming innocence. They're just fucking pots in the head.
So basically, people that's waiting to be executed.
And I'm going crazy, just waiting for them to get it.
So it's basically follow them around for how many days?
I don't know how many days exactly. But they're all on death row, and they go and interview the parents and stuff. The one guy in the preview gives me the fucking creeps.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the preview.
Yeah, it's a preview. They said like they asked him a question, and he's like, "Yeah, right, I did that." He's got that fucking evil devil's laugh, and I'm like, I don't know, this guy's fucking.
Well, obviously, it's exactly the same as we were talking about earlier on. Obviously, people who are willingly going around killing people, there's something mentally wrong with them.
They're wired differently, right?
Completely.
Yeah.
I mean, was it the son of Sam, the one that the dog spoke?
Yeah, it was Summer Sam.
The dog spoke to him and told him to go murder. I mean, obviously, there's something wrong with that fucking guy.
No,
a dog talking to you?
Definitely fucking schizo.
Yeah, there's something completely mentally wrong with them.
It was in the early 90s when the people thought that Ozzy Osbourne was talking backwards on his albums.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's coming down to conspiracy theories, which is a different topic altogether.
There was people that had killed and said they heard the Ozzy Osbourne say it on their albums.
Yeah, but it's proven that it's bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
So it goes in.
That's like subliminal messages and stuff. That's conspiracy theory.
There's the devil's talking to me. There's no such thing as the devil, but the devil's talking to me through an album.
I might know one named Will. I'm taking a break. I gotta go. I gotta take a piss and a shit and stuff like that. So I'm taking a break.
Fuck, we're gonna be here for 3 more hours.
Oh,
we're not being here for 3 more hours.
You're gonna stop recording?
5 minutes. I don't know. You guys can keep going if you want.
No. You go. Stop. Go. We'll take a break.
Okay.
We'll be back.
No.
Yeah. But it's stupid. They shouldn't do it.
Why are they touching things? I'm sure. I mean, when it comes down to music, you can put a newer version out or your particular cover version of that song, because I've heard, and some of them quite good, but I've heard people doing their own versions of like Three Birds by Bob Marley and things such as that. I've seen them do it and listened to them, and they're quite good, totally different genres, but doing that as thing. But when it comes down to movies such as Clueless, can you? It's the same as if they turned around and said, like, as silly as it sounds, as Hocus Pocus. Yeah. If you were to play around with Hocus Pocus and make a remake on that, no, you can't do it. And Clueless is another one that, no, don't redo these things. I can understand, like, Spider-Man or...
Spider-Man had way too many reboots.
You're really quiet.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you're really, really, really quiet.
Shit, my mic's not on.
On that note, we're back.
On that note, we're back. Or at least I am.
Oh, we,
Yeah.
yes, you
I
are.
unplugged my mic
So
on the way out.
we'll have to go through that discussion again, I think.
Well,
No.
you guys were recording though, right?
Yeah, it was recording.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I thought.
No,
you
it's
did-
we were talking about like remakes and stuff. I think even Spider-Man from like 2000 to now, there have been 3 different versions of Spider-Man. Just
I think the worst one is this last one. I'm not. That doesn't. No,
what do you mean?
I don't think it's good.
Oh, I thought he was
Really?
I thought that he would that they did Spider-Man really well. Like they actually did Spider-Man as a high school kid, not an adult. Like Spider-Man's supposed to be a high school kid. That's when he got his powers.
Oh.
I mean, he wasn't an adult.
It didn't. I don't know.
I would know.
I think like if you're doing like a franchise, I think you should do at least 1 or 2 while he was in high school, and then he's going and working, taking pictures for.
Aren't they doing the Teen Titans as well?
Oh yeah, Teen Titans show. Yeah,
That one's out or something.
yeah. That's on some sort of a streaming service, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I know it's not on Netflix. I don't know
No.
which one it's on, and it's also like not like a PG show.
Oh,
Yeah, it got some
Titties?
maybe they swear.
do they really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, but when it comes to movies, like we live in an age of freaking remakes and franchises.
Yes.
Even the Ghostbusters, I don't think they should have remade it.
No,
No.
Ghostbusters definitely should have needed
No.
did not need a remake. They could have just like made a crappy like another sequel to it.
Yeah.
That could have been a really crappy sequel, but there really shouldn't have been a remake.
And it's not because they're the women that's playing it. It
No.
should just be that film should have been left alone.
I think that was more of the problem. I don't think the women were the problem. I think it was just people were already pissed off that they were making the reboot, and then
Yeah, people were pissed off it's getting rebooted, and then it got turned around saying you're pissed off because it's an all women cast, but
No.
it got nothing to do with the women
No.
cast.
It should be that.
just should not be. There are certain
No.
movies that
those
should not
women
be
are
remade.
those women in that movie are really fucking funny women.
Oh yeah,
Yes, they
all
are.
of them are.
Absolutely.
They're very
All
talented women.
extremely talented.
Yeah,
That film should be, but it's the same as how are you gonna better Clueless? Because I watched it, and it's a really really good fucking movie. So
It's
just
funny,
leave the fucking thing alone.
I mean, yeah, if it's a good movie, don't touch it.
Yeah, no,
Don't touch it.
I'd rather have
Just leave it alone.
I'd rather have Rocky 9.
Than redoing Rocky.
Yeah, like
Which is I'm glad they're going with the Creed one instead of like focusing purely on like, Rocky.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is good.
not
You
even
got,
that- not
you got
even
a
that.
younger boxer
Yeah, no, but I like it because it was a way of rebooting it without rebooting
without
it.
rebooting it. Yeah,
Because obviously Rocky eventually is going to die,
yeah.
and then Creed's going to take over. Like
Yeah.
I get what they're going with it, but it's a reboot without the reboot. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Well, the one thing that I will say is like A Star Is Born. I watched that. Now I watched the one in '76. I think it was made with Barbara Streisand and what's his name? Beard, white hair. Fuck.
I don't know. I know it was a remake of a remake.
That was
Yeah.
yes, it is. But this one, if you haven't seen it, and I've seen
Yeah,
it twice now.
yeah,
Did you
It's
see the guy with the
really-
gray hair and the gray beard?
Yeah, it was a singer, a country singer.
I think Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, with Kenny Rogers. Yeah, he was
Okay.
he was in the remake of the one from
I was
1930.
going to say the Dos Equis guy, but okay.
Dos Equis guy.
No, but this one with Lady Gaga in it and Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah,
Really,
that movie's really
good.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good. I've seen it
Well,
twice now.
even
It's
Scarface
really
is being rebooted.
good. Yeah, I heard about
I
that.
know. Why touch that?
Why touch that?
Why? It's the third one. It'll be the third reboot.
Well, still, why do it though?
No.
You don't really need to.
No, but in a way I can understand this.
But they're doing it as the
He's
new one
Mexican
is
now.
Mexican now. Yeah.
yeah, the first
Yeah,
Scarface,
you've said that
the
before.
first Scarface was Italian. The second one was Cuban.
Cuban.
Now he's Mexican.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
A Star Is no, the Star Is Born. The fucking War of the Worlds. That's another one.
yeah. Which I thought the remake was so shitty.
It was bad.
War of the World. That's. I'm thinking of the one with Tom Cruise, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That was really bad.
That's the one the aliens come down.
Yeah.
What's the?
Well, they've been here for the first one. You got fuck, what's his name? He's doing the narration.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen the movies, but I mean,
You've never seen them? Oh wow!
I read the book.
The thing was not good. The remake was not good.
No,
I read the books. The books are.
What's
Orson Welles. Orson
what's
Welles
that?
did the narration.
What's the day that the Earth stood still? That was that a remake too?
Yep.
That was a remake, the one with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was not that movie was not good at all either. I don't know, man. Oh, like not even remake, just popped into my head. They're making another Rambo movie.
What?
With Stallone.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. They are getting desperate.
He's
Is he fighting the Russians again?
No. He's in the last one he was in like Burma, like just doing whatever.
Yeah.
And end of the movie, like he ends up actually going home.
Yeah.
He actually finally goes home. And so apparently the story in this one is he's actually working in their family farm and like he's just doing whatever. And then I think it's like some sort of something got to do with his friend and his kid or something getting kidnapped or something. And he was going to go look for them and bring them back. Oh, basically like kind of feel like Commando.
Yeah.
That's like the storyline of Commando.
Exactly. But it's like... To me, there's certain things that shouldn't be touched.
Yeah.
They should not be touched at all.
But The Godfather.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, never ever touch that film. Yeah. But they will because if they see that they can. And I'm talking about the Hollywood studios now, or anybody else that's concerned with them. That they're just like, oh, rather than investing in brand new something new. Yeah.
No, it's like they're just trying to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, this worked, so let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Let's make a few million.
Or this didn't have the graphics and stuff. Like, could you imagine when you do with all the CGI and stuff? And then
I like CGI because certain movies look beautiful with them. Yeah. But there's such thing as too much fucking CGI.
Oh yeah.
When you know, like you watching something, like say you're watching freaking like a movie about space, like whatever, and like it's like all CGI, but like still you watch it. You're like, it doesn't like tell you, oh my God, that's CGI.
No.
Like when you're watching it, but there are certain movies you're watching and you're like, oh my God, the CGI is just killing me right now.
No, but there's certain movies where like, even the older movies, like you enjoy seeing the string. Like there's a whole campiness of the fucking movie. Like a movie you're not supposed to feel like, at least I don't feel like I'm supposed to be immersed into the movie as I'm part of it. For me, it's supposed to entertain me. I'm supposed to put my brain on the shelf.
Well, that's just... Well, when you see the string, that's just, bad editing.
No, but I'm just saying, like, the movie's still entertaining to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I want movies to be entertaining, yes.
And I don't need to be immersed in it. I don't need to feel like I'm part of the movie. Like, did you see the 4D thing that they're putting in the theaters now?
No.
Apparently it's
4D?
Yeah, it's coming. It's going to be in the fucking... that theater, the Landmark, next year.
Okay.
Where, like, if it's going to rain, the mist will hit you in the face.
Oh.
What? Yeah, it's going to be like that. And if there's, like, an earthquake, the fucking, your seat will shake or something like that.
So they've got them now. They've already got those.
Is that in Landmark already? Or because I know...
dude, they used to have those, like...
You can go to the...
they have, like... Yeah.
Place. And
you sit in North Oshawa?
Yeah, you sit in this... And if it's rumbling or there's going over
the
bumps...
The Oshawa Center, the little VR place... It's like the same thing.
Yeah, if you're going to a VR place, you want to play VR. I get it.
Yeah.
But when I go to a theater, listen, I don't want to be immersed into the movie. I don't need to feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck you want to know that.
Yeah. I just want to watch Jurassic Park.
I want to feel like a T-Rex is about to eat me.
Yeah,
I'm about to be T-Rex's snack.
I am not like that, man.
A very delicious snack.
A very delicious brownie?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Fuck off.
Fucking, that's what he called himself, a delicious brownie once.
What?
Yeah, in the first episode.
No, I said I was a delicious treat.
Oh, that's what it was. It's my bad. I misquoted you. My fault. But
I mean, if I've got a velociraptor chasing me, sure, I want to fucking feel it. Oh fuck yeah!
I don't need to feel it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I would love to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm running for my life from this giant chicken.
Which are only supposed to be about the size of a turkey, a wild turkey.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
it's like I mean, like yeah, it's like the velociraptors. They're supposed to have like feathers too.
Yeah.
I guess they don't fly.
No. They don't have wings, but like they're supposed to have feathers. But then again, how they kind of got away from that in the movie is because they used like other animal DNA, so they didn't exactly look like what they are supposed to be in the movies. They explained that in the movie.
The frog.
The frog and like a whole bunch of DNAs.
Why don't they have wings? And one of these incredibly intelligent children.
The only part I probably would want to experience is the part in Spaceballs where they go plaid.
Where they go what?
Plaid.
Plaid. Plaid?
Yeah. You ever watch Spaceballs?
Yeah, I've watched Spaceballs.
Yeah, when Ralph and Lone Star take off in the Rutabaga, and Big Helmet and Colonel Sanders are behind him, and the guy goes, prepare for ludicrous speed. Sir, we can't get to ludicrous speed. He's like, what, chicken, Colonel Sanders? And the guy tells everybody, okay, prepare for ludicrous speed, so they go to hyperspeed or whatever, ludicrous speed. And when they pass by the Rutabaga, it's all in plaid, and John Candy goes, oh my God, Rogue One has gone plaid.
It's funny.
It's a funny movie.
I love that movie.
I
hope they don't remake that either.
No, nothing Mel Brooks.
No.
Stay away from, please.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
Even the part with the guys combing the desert, that's my favorite part.
Oh yeah, comb the desert thing. I like two giant combs. The black guy's got the afro pick.
And not even that, the guy goes, have you found anything? And the first two go, no, sir, we haven't. Have you guys found anything? No, sir, we haven't. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Good movie.
No,
That was a great movie.
Oh, I could fucking watch that movie over and over. There's that and the Blazing Saddles was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Men in Tights.
Yes, Robin Hood Men.
in Tights,
Yeah. And History of the World Part 1.
Yeah.
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 I think there's gonna be a part 2.
I mean, just leave them alone. Don't. I mean, okay, yes, they age in the sense that when you're watching those movies, you can tell that they were made in the 80s or 90s or whatever. But leave them alone.
But that just adds to it too.
Of course.
Like, I mean, you look at it too, right? Like, if you don't want to remake it, like you look at movies like that, and like you want to remake him, you want to see like how they did it, like especially like space movies like that, how they actually shot those stuff. It's like, I mean, not back in 1975.
Well, you can go. I think the icon on that is you look at the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Like you look at 1, 2, 3 compared to 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And it's I understand they were making the prequel. They didn't have the technology, but would you go back to A New Hope and remake it?
I would never.
And that The Empire Strikes Back, and
I would never remake
you?
those. Some movies are just meant to be untouched. Leave them the way they are.
I think so.
I mean, fuck. Even George Lucas still fucking went back. He didn't remake them. He added a bunch of CGI shit to it.
Yes.
Oh,
for like the original Star Wars movies, he went back in the 90s. He released this like a special edition with like just CGI shit. And then after the episode 1 came out, he released another one with more CGI crap in it. It's like a marketplace when it's like literally it's just like aliens and whatever in this little town. He just added these big fucking things walking by.
Yeah.
It's like, why? That was not fucking needed.
I have no
I
idea.
mean, the planet explosion. That one was added the extra bits where the planet exploded.
Yeah.
Alderaan, and that was good.
I know my favorite was on Spaceballs. Remember they had the vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
And the maid's gone from suck to blow.
Yeah.
Remember he had the can of air?
Oh yeah.
I'd have to watch the movie again because I'm
Fresh air.
Yeah, he had the fresh air can. And then the guy, remember when he got jammed?
Yeah.
There's only one man.
There are people actually sells that now.
What?
fresh air.
Fresh air. Air from like Rocky Mountains.
Yes.
Yeah. Air from Himalayas. I've seen that.
I'm waiting for
Yeah, so
I'm waiting for another Penn and Teller special to happen. You ever seen Bullshit?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of episodes. There's like 6 or 7. If you go on YouTube and just type in Penn and Teller's bullshit,
Okay.
there's like legitimately like, I'm saying 10 or 11 episodes of like different things that they break down.
Mm-hmm.
And they're hour shows. So like one of them is like Mother Teresa is bullshit.
True.
I don't know.
True.
And then like drinking like bottled water is bullshit from regular water and stuff like that
Yeah,
from a
true.
tap.
Yeah.
Like and recycling is bullshit.
No, not true.
Why is recycling bullshit?
Their theory is that the only thing that
Penn and Teller said that recycling was bullshit.
hold on, they're saying and they say they're going by statistics, but their theory is that there's only one thing that we recycle that'll make the exact same thing.
Yeah.
To when it, like the first composition. So even if you melt it, you can reshape it to be what it was originally. So like if you put a can, like an aluminum can, we're talking like a Pepsi can, melt it down. Although it's liquid, eventually you can turn that piece of liquid back into the can, and it would be the same thing. Hence the idea of recycling, right? Because you can melt everything and make another can out of it, right?
But you can make plastic into plastic.
Yeah.
Hold
They
on.
do that all the time.
Yeah.
First of all, this show's about 10 years old, so maybe they're outdated a bit. Second of all, their claim is like that recycling causes more pollution at some parts, like taking the iodine out of the water, out of the paper and stuff like that, the lines. You know, lines like on a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Printing.
Yeah, but like that, those lines are like actually made from toxic chemicals that when they're recycled are just dumped into the rivers outside the recycling plant. And they show footage of it. Honestly, Google it. It's on YouTube. It's called Penn and Teller's Bullshit, and there's like a bunch of them.
I can't say. I wouldn't know why they would say that recycling.
The recycling one was okay, but the funny one was like the water.
Yeah.
Because then they opened up a mock water bar,
Yeah.
and people showed up
Yeah.
to drink water.
Yeah.
And like they have one was like it was called ass water, but it was like in Italian. It was like acqua di culo,
Yeah.
right? And the guy's going on has like this big fake story about this water.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they put him in a split screen and he's filling up the water with the hose.
Yeah.
In the same bottle, and he gives it to the lady, and she's like, "Yes, I could taste the mountain of the Fijis in there." And meanwhile, it's called ass water, and he's pouring it in. He poured.
I
it
know people will buy
They do.
anything, man.
Yeah, it's true.
You put a good spin on it, people will buy. You can sell fucking ice to an Eskimo.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You can.
Oh, speaking of, our poll
Oh,
that we posted, the votes are in. People have spoken. People have spoken.
And
So
the final figures are.
final figures are. Just give me 1 second. Give me
come on, sex. Come on, sex.
buddy. I think you lost big time.
You
there.
lost fucking big time.
So last week we were talking about would Dominic pick wrestling over sex. So we put it on a poll, and
We put her on a poll. We forced her to get up on a poll.
people have spoken. The votes are in. 85% of people that voted agree. Dom rather watch wrestling than get laid.
Yes.
85%.
85%.
85%. It's right here.
How many people voted?
We got 27 votes. And 85% of people that voted that you.
It would have been so much better if it had been 1,500 people.
I mean, fuck, I'll leave it up still to see where
it
else
change?
this goes.
Yeah.
And like how many other people will vote. Because, I mean, I only put it up on Tuesday. So from Tuesday till today, which is Saturday when we are recording this, 85% of those people agreed that Dom would rather watch wrestling
It's true.
than get laid.
It's true.
No, it's not true.
It's true.
Well,
It's
people have
completely and
spoken.
utterly fucking
It's
true.
on the internet. It's true.
It's not true. I'd rather have pussy than watch
No.
wrestling.
No.
Internet says otherwise.
You know, those scores would have been worse. Cal voted for me and I voted for myself.
Well, you see, you start talking about wrestling, and then people on Podbean or wherever, they go like, shh, they push the little thing forward.
The dial.
Yeah, and then let's carry on talking and listening to the other shit.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear about fucking the flying monkey or whatever they fucking call them. I don't know. Doing the X. Monkey? I don't know what it's called. I have no idea.
Well,
no idea.
Is that a flying monkey?
Not a fucking clue.
What movie are you talking about?
It's when because that's the point where I turn off, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you know? I thought you were doing your own podcast anyway, on about that fucking shit.
About wrestling?
Yeah.
Top Rope Combat.
Yes, it's on hold right now.
Okay.
I really just can't afford the upgrade to the podcast system.
Oh.
Okay.
Because anybody who doesn't like, not that I'm holding it against you guys, I've never said that I'd expect anything to be paid for, but I've paid the fee for Podbean for, I don't know, well, since the beginning of the show. So, the next upgrade after that is like $90.
Okay, what's that for? What do you get out of that?
Unlimited show ideas, and I can change the things, and then like I can pick administrators and stuff like that. So like obviously I'd pick you and Scott and go fuck yourself, Jay, you cocksucker. But I pick Jay too.
Yeah.
I don't know about Will so much. Will wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
So
what are we talking about now?
Exactly. See.
Yeah.
He's that guy. He just shows up, put out his headphones, and away he goes.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He's that guy.
He's a fucking prima donna. Hello, Doc Brown.
What?
At least he answers.
Oh man, I'm hungry.
Holy fuck!
So am I. Holy fuck! What? Holy fuck!
You can open your eyes if you want.
Who the fuck is that? Is that Oshawa?
Whoa!
Let me see that again. Is that Oshawa?
No, that's not in Oshawa.
No,
that's not in Oshawa. That is wow. Is that supposed to be that? That's just that person. That's not a Halloween costume.
No,
that's just person going about their business. All right, that's wow.
That's a fucking dude.
That's fucking nuts.
And then they wonder they can't get a job?
You shouldn't discriminate just because the person looks like that. Why?
He looks like a fucking alien.
So?
I'm sure he can get a job at like a record store or something.
Really? What record store do you know is open?
I don't know. That was wherever they're
That's
from.
not a dude.
That's not a dude?
No. It's not a dude. It's a chick.
Oh, who cares?
How about Fungo? That's a guy who's mixed up. That's what it sounds
Looks like a thing.
It's a fucking guy that's mixed up. That's what it is.
I think that's in the UK.
Yeah,
it is.
that looks like UK.
It is. Because they're at Pelican Crossing, so
yeah.
It's UK, that.
You guys are fucked.
I know.
Yeah.
If my son or daughter came home looking like that, the fucking scaff that I'd give them.
Why?
I'm not getting in this argument.
Well, we've been over it before, but the thing is, it's like... Yeah. What are you wanting to eat? What are you wanting to eat? Again.
I don't know.
Again.
I don't know.
What are you wanting?
Curry.
You can get curry.
Sushi.
No, I had sushi this week twice.
I hate you. I hate you.
You're making a lot of noise over there. What are you doing? Are you going somewhere?
It's the prelude, you know.
Just drop everything.
I'm back.
Oh, this guy kills me.
Listen. What do you want?
I want fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
Oh, Popeyes?
I want to get some Popeyes. I think that's what I want. I know you didn't. You said you didn't like it. Will didn't like it because they fucked his order up.
Well, how'd they fuck up your order?
I asked for the spicy one. They gave me the ordinary one.
Yeah, I know. First time trying fried chicken, Popeyes, and asking for spicy and not getting it. That does suck.
Maybe they're just looking out for you. He's like, oh, this guy's white. It was a joke. Shut up. Just don't shake your fucking head. Jeez, you are the no fun police.
I think it's just called fun police. It's not no fun police. It's just called fun police.
That too, the fun
Well,
police.
that's the thing. If you say no fun police, then you're having fun, are you?
Yeah,
You're making people have fun.
They should come in and make you have fun.
Yeah. But the fun police
But
are
fun
the ones
police
that
is the
stop
one that
you
stops you
having fun.
from having fun.
So you've been quoting it completely literally wrong and making yourself sound a fucking twat. Just to be
Twat.
whatever.
A twat.
A twat.
A twat.
Twat.
That's the way to pronounce it. Twat. Twat. Twat.
Kunt.
Which is
Kunt.
it's amazing how many people are using English vulgarity now. It's really good.
Yeah, twat,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking style now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
British invasion.
Again.
The
second
Beatles.
invasion.
Who was part of that invasion? The Beatles? The Monkeys? No, not the Monkeys.
The monkeys were American.
Yeah.
The Beatles is a bunch of animals, aren't they? The bands that came down here.
Animals? They're still popular.
No. But I'm saying like the one during the British invasion.
The British invasion.
I thought that was just the Beatles.
That was the Beatles.
They
the
opened it.
Kinks, the Stones.
There was but there was like a bunch
The
of
Who.
The Who.
The Who's from Canada.
The Who.
What?
Are you thinking about Tragically Hip?
No.
You're not serious. You cannot be fucking serious. Roger Daltrey is from Canada. Okay. No.
Wait.
It's okay. You can prove yourself wrong. I don't mind. I'll
I
wait
mean-
for you.
No, because first of all,
I didn't know where most of those bands were from, but
First of
I
all-
know who they are. But
All from Britain. They're all British. AC/DC. They're... fuck, are they... Is it New Zealand or something?
are they New Zealand?
AC/DC. I think so. I could be wrong. I'll stand to be correct.
AC/DC sound the same. Their Black album was pretty good, though. I think it was the Black album. It's called the Black album.
There's the Beatles White album.
Oh, Beatles had the White album.
isn't that the one with
AC/DC
all the hidden stuff in it? Like Paul McCartney's dead and stuff like that?
What?
What are you talking about?
There's an album cover where like it's like a bunch of like secret codes and stuff, and one of them is like people thought that Paul McCartney was dead.
Huh? Okay, I don't know about this.
No, that's news
I
to
do
me.
not know about this. More subliminal messaging.
You didn't know about that for real?
Conspiracy
Huh?
You didn't know about that?
No. I've read where there's some people in the conspiracy margins where they say that he died like several years ago because his picture is so different. His picture then and an equal picture is there. It look like two different people.
Yeah.
But
And people do get old.
kind of.
I mean, fuck,
Really?
you don't look like what you look like when you were 20 years old when you're like 65.
No.
Like,
But
like a body double thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
But then again, they've done that with this, like Hitler. They've done
Yeah.
him. They've done several people basically who down in Argentina and went
in South America.
Yeah,
Like
all
him,
there.
like the guy that worked for the doctor, I can't remember his name, that was doing experiments in villages with like kids with twins, twin experiments.
Yeah,
They were talking about the guy, and then he escaped the war, and then all of a sudden in South Africa there was this I think it was in South Africa. I might be getting South Africa and South America mixed up, but in some sort of in a village, like all of a sudden, few years later, like 10 years later, this village just had like unnatural amount of fucking twins being born.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay. I mean, there's some. I like reading conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, I do.
I
too.
really do like reading them because they are very, very interesting.
Yeah.
In the sense of how does the first person that comes up with this theory,
Yeah.
how do they actually come up
How
with
do you
the
come
theory?
about it, right?
You know, it's interesting. And I mean, if the person that comes up with this conspiracy theory,
Yeah.
if they put as much research into scientific theory of some kind,
Yeah.
just imagine how advanced the world would be. It would be amazing.
And imagine
It'd be
that
fucking great.
And I always think too, like, imagine like, because like people that like come up with these theories always like, people are like, oh, these people just got way too much time on their hand, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And it's like, even if this person, if something is a conspiracy, and if somebody actually uncovers it, it's just gonna get just swept up under the rug.
Well,
Saying that, like,
I think it's the ones when they've been proven true, like the Gulf of Tonkin, and then you look at certain things where people have been duped.
yeah,
To say, okay, we've got to go to war.
Yeah.
Those ones, there's so many now that it's now a point where people are saying, okay, when's the next one going to blip up?
Yeah.
So this is a reason to invade Iran, or this is a reason to invade some other country.
Yeah.
And you see the memes going around all the time of like Chavez is dead, Venezuela. Oh, they need democracy or something like that. And so
Yeah.
the Americans are going to invade next on some.
You think they're going to invade the South?
I'm not sure if they will physically, because one of the things that Americans seemingly are really against at the moment is literally troops on the ground, boots on the ground. They're really against that. They don't want these thousands and thousands and thousands of troops being deployed in countries.
In different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for whatever reason. They don't. And this is why I can't understand why the old orange one is still saber rattling again about these new nuclear bombs that's going to develop.
He's fucking.
It's like, what the fuck, dude?
United States spend, what was it?
675 billion.
More than the next 7 countries combined.
Yeah.
On defense.
Yeah.
Alone. Like, what? Who are you defending from? Like, honestly, half the shit that would not have happened if you don't go poking around other people's fucking businesses.
No. And that's another thing that's a great talking point is if the Americans had not invaded these countries, they wouldn't be having the problems they've got now.
No.
They just wouldn't. It's just something that would not happen. Like the Middle East, you've got all the problems they have in the Middle East, but yet...
Like, focus on what's problem. Like, the country is fucking broken.
The US?
Yeah. Work on fixing it.
Yeah.
Don't try to fix other people's countries.
No.
Let them work out their shit. If they want to blow each other up, tell them to do that. But like, there are enough problems in the United States by itself that needs fixing. Instead of spending, how much did you say?
$675 billion.
$675 billion on defense, and you want to put a fucking army in space now.
So what are you going to spend? What are you defending from?
What are you defending from?
It's like the mafia, defended from yourself.
Like, fuck.
No. Well, I mean, it's like you've got the military within the military in the United States, and then you've got the police, which have been militarized anyway. Because is it Los Angeles? They've got their own fucking tank, I think.
We had one in Durham.
What? Durham police tank?
Yeah, a tank. A battering ram tank.
For why?
Or just breaking doors in?
Yeah.
But don't they just have the regular fucking thing to smash the doors in?
Apparently this one has like that same thing, but on the front.
Yeah.
Like a knight, that fucking... Like if they're jousting.
Okay.
So it's right in the middle, and then it pushes the door right in. And the foundation, everything all at once.
Oh. Why do they need that?
Why?
I don't know, intimidation tactics? I don't fucking know. I'm not just...
If you don't come out, we'll knock the entire house down.
Going back to the good old fucking...
Kill you and the hostages.
The Baptists down there, where they pushed it. Have you ever seen the video footage of the storming of the in Waco?
No.
Watch it.
Yeah?
It's interesting shit.
Oh, I know.
Dude, that fucking... I can't get enough documentaries about that guy. Not Jeffrey Dahmer, David Koresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dahmer was the guy who ate people in New York or Boston or Baltimore. It's Baltimore or Boston?
I think it was Boston, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It could be Baltimore. I don't know. I can't remember.
But then, but going back to the conspiracy theories, I mean, they were talking about like people, the moon landings never happened, and the Titanic never sank. Yeah. And there's all these.
Yeah, I've read about that. It was like the three whatever what do they call it, the class of those ships. I can't remember what it was called. There was 3 of them. There was the Titanic, there was Britannic, and there was another one. Yeah, and apparently the one that I can't remember the name of actually was in it was in some sort of a collision with another ship. This was before Titanic actually did the maiden voyage. It apparently was so. The conspiracy theory is that now it's the same company owns all 3 liners, and they couldn't claim insurance on the first ship. So what they did was the whole Titanic sinking it wasn't actually Titanic that they sailed out. They just like fixed up the one that
rewrote the name,
rewrote the name Titanic, and then sent it out in an attempt to sink the ship and claim insurance. and the thing is that actually claim insurance on it because they couldn't claim insurance on the first crash, and the whole thing was like the ship would have taken the ship like 2 hours or 3 hours to sink. So everybody would have gotten off, like nobody would have actually died, but they didn't realize like how badly how much the damage the iceberg did. So it sank in 20 minutes.
So they rammed the ship into the iceberg rather than,
because like apparently when like Titanic like hit the iceberg, there was nobody in like the navigation thing, like there was nobody there.
No.
Yeah, so it's like they were like it was planned.
Oh, wow.
And weirdly enough, this is a true story. There was a woman that was aboard all 3 ships.
Yes, I've read that somewhere.
The one that I can't remember, Titanic and Britannic, all 3 ships sank.
Yeah.
And she was on all 3 of them.
She's a witch.
Oh, fuck.
That reminds me of the story of the lady who was on, she survived 9/11.
Yeah.
And then a week after, she was a part of the airplane crash that were like that left New York that went down in Brooklyn. A week later, there was plane crashes in New York.
A week later?
Yeah. They just happened to fall in the neighborhood in Brooklyn. And
I remember hearing something like that.
Yeah,
was that like a week later?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. So she survived. She survived 9/11. It was like.
Was she on the top floor?
I have no idea what floor. The top floor. Fuck off.
But that in and of itself is a conspiracy theory. But I can see with that where the conspiracy theories are coming from.
Yeah.
Because if you look at that and you look at it with the physics mind straight into it, how are those 2 collapses possible?
Yeah, I know.
And then to say that like Building 7 where that collapsed because paper was burning.
Yeah.
I mean that's just
It was from the gas from the airplanes.
Oh,
I like I was watching this like the whole thing was all those steel beams that those buildings were made out of.
Yeah,
like they're supposed to withstand thousands of degrees of like burning fire.
Well, you've got to look at it from like many people. They say, well, look what happened in Glenfell in the UK.
Yeah,
that building burned and burned and burned. Then there was one that was in I think it was in Spain.
Okay.
That just burnt for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
They couldn't put it out. And this building was a steel building.
Yeah.
And then you've got these other people who turn out, but look at the difference in construction. They were built in the 1970s. These were built in the like 1990s.
Yeah.
Okay. But what are you saying? You know what I mean? That building is not going to collapse the same way. Yeah. It's just not going to happen. No. And for that 3rd building to go down. And then you go on to the other part of it, which is the Pentagon, the one that flew. I mean, these guys, when the physics of it, I'm talking through the sheer physics of it. If you look at that, I'm not talking about like, oh, well, the cameras were switched off and all these other things. If you literally look at it, and how the shape of a plane. Yeah. Okay, it's not going to be like the cartoons. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like the cartoons where the shape of the wings and everything else is all exact. And no, I get that. But then you've got to take into account the height that plane must have been flying at to hit that fucking building. Yeah. And then you're saying this is a guy that's truly an amateur at flying an airplane.
All six of them were amateurs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That they did that with such precision.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's something completely and utterly off the rock.
Well, I mean, it's definitely it's just the way that whole thing is, that how it happened, and like how the buildings went down, number 7, and all that stuff. It just doesn't seem right.
No,
it doesn't seem like, and like even like found footage, like the one that crashed into the Pentagon, and it was like the damage and like an actual plane crashing on it is like it's not the same. No, like the plane that there were people that would actually say like, we were there when it.
I could see that plane approaching.
Yeah,
and it was only like 2 foot off the ground.
Yeah,
no, fuck off.
No,
not a chance. No, absolutely no chance.
No.
So
yeah, there's
that's where I think it's where the conspiracy theorists they go forward with that, and they can say, well, look, this is almost true, but then you go onto the moon landings, you go onto other things, and etc. And sure,
well, the moon fake the moon landing.
Yeah, I mean, but if you imagine faking the moon landings, to fake the absolute cost of it would be fucking astronomical.
Oh fuck yeah.
I mean, they made is it the movie they made was is it Capricorn 1 where they filmed the moon land bollocks, the landing on Mars, and they faked that one.
Oh, okay.
That was either a 70s or 80s movie. Okay. I'm not quite sure on that one, but they put that together, and sure, but again, if you look at the physics of the moon landing, they're saying, well, you can't have a shadow going there and it being bright and things like that. Well, okay. Is everybody that's looking at the sun on Earth?
Yeah.
Can you see that fucking tree when it's facing you? Rather than it's just ridiculous. It's not. Even in moonlight, when you're looking at moonlight and everything else, you can still see trees and you can still see all these various things. Are you good?
What? How?
Yeah,
what
you're just boring the hell out of me.
What are we at?
Oh.
No, you.
We're at 43 minutes for the next hour.
We can.
I actually had no idea what you guys were talking about. So it's better.
You don't freaking watch like those like conspiracy theory stuff like on YouTube and stuff,
dude. Sometimes those people they irritate me because like, okay, to me was 9/11 fixed? I have to agree with yes. I really don't think that anybody had something to do with it. But then there's certain things where I'm just like, okay, you know what? Like they claim like all those like the passengers were fake.
On where?
Like on 9/11, like the actual passengers were fake. Like they were there. They were either not in the airplane or now they're all living like secret lives. Like there's one guy on YouTube who claims that they're all living secret lives somewhere on an island. Like, and I'm just like, dude, like for instance, I know one of them was like an NHL head scout, right?
Yeah.
For the Kings. There's no way he would fucking just up and leave his job. Like, you know what I mean?
But I get that point that you're making there. I see that and I understand it. But then you start after asking yourself the questions. Those people that were on that plane that flew into, allegedly, the Pentagon, then where are those people? So what you're saying is that they were literally taken away somewhere else and murdered by their own government.
That or who knows? Like, I don't know. But it seems a little far-fetched for me.
Well, I mean, conspiracy theory as far as like the government actually planning those attacks and stuff, that can be possible. I mean, for the government, just killing off a bunch of people in a couple of planes is probably not a big fucking ideal.
Well, it's no.
So
you look at certain things that's been reported as true that the CIA has done. Especially in some of the South American countries, like they're toppling the legitimate government,
the governments and stuff.
And then you look at what's happening when it comes down to when it comes down to things such as the opium fields in Afghanistan,
Yeah.
why haven't they been wiped out? Because the opioid problem we're having around the world at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, you take that into consideration. Why haven't they literally took flamethrowers?
Yeah, I know.
But there's a reason for it.
Oh, yeah.
It's been reported where the CIA uses drug money to finance some of its operations
But
itself.
there's a reason for United States to be in Iraq. There's a reason for them to be in Afghanistan.
There's no reason for them to be in Iraq. Them taking over Iraq is the reason why the Middle East is the way it is. Saddam Hussein would have been an asshole, but he was the one that kept the peace in the Middle East. Nobody would have fucked with him. The moment he fucking...
I think that's what... I mean, that also could be a fucking reason, right?
The reason...
Like, take the guy...
Destabilization.
Yeah, destabilize the fucking place.
Yeah.
That's like... I mean, why not? Kill the guy that's running the show and just let it all come down. And then you get to pick up pieces. Right?
Which they have done.
Yeah.
But you look at this, but the thing that pisses me off more than anything else on that is the human cost, both military as well as civilian.
Yeah.
The absolute human cost that has because of a certain thing that the Americans wanted.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the American people, but certainly entrenched members of the House, the Congress, and things such as that. So. But we've also got the American elections coming up soon.
Yeah.
And for all our American fans, vote Democrat.
Hopefully.
No, vote Republican, sorry.
No.
Hell, I want Trump to stay in power for another 4 years.
Why?
Why?
So we have material for the show.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sure we'll have material even after he leaves.
Oh, without a doubt. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be back to his old popular self once he's done politics,
No.
or is that it he's done?
No,
he's
he's
fucking done.
crippling himself
Yeah,
in
he's
every way,
fucking done.
every shape, form.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he is the best. He's huge. Huge.
Huge.
Huge.
No. No. That's the first time you've done that today, which is good.
He's an ass.
I wasn't drinking anything, really.
He is.
He's a hat of an ass.
He's a complete ass.
Yeah. Are you excited for next week?
Yeah.
Are you-
Sex show?
Are you excited for the Dick Picasso?
Picasso.
Picasso?
Not really.
Are you bringing a
but-
camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're allowed to bring whatever you want. Lens. I'll send an email just in case.
Yeah.
Are we leaving, 11 o'clock in the morning or so? If not 12?
Yeah, 11, 12 is fine.
And
We go there, spend 3-4 hours, and then come back. Probably be back here by like 6:30.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Yeah.
Well-
And what else?
Are we taking my car or your car?
I think we should take your car.
Okay.
We'll need to detail his car. Will's cars are kind of a mess.
You asked my brother though to do it, right?
What?
You
To
asked-
detail my car?
Yeah.
I didn't ask him to detail my
I
car.
thought you did. I think you should ask him
Why?
because he does a hell of a job.
Oh. Okay.
I think it'll cost you $20 for he uses a certain chemical.
I think if you buy like whatever he uses to clean it, he'll just do it for you.
Yeah,
He's
but
pretty good. He detailed his car.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but it cost me $40.
That lasted like a week. That detailed job till before you messed it up.
Not even 24 hours. I just go up to work and a bird shits on my fucking car as soon as I get there. Fucking birds, man, over there. I thought it'd be nice and fucking. One night I'm nice. I see a bunch of birds there. They look like they're looking for food. I'm like, oh fuck. So I throw them up a couple of cucumbers, some salads, and some tomatoes. There you go, guys. Eat. They all grab them, fucking flew up to the nest. I'm like, okay, guys. I'm like talking to them like they're gonna answer me back in the window. I'm like, hey guys, now that you took the food, do you think you're not shit on my car? And then I go for lunch.
Yeah.
I come back on break, 4 shits on my fucking roof. Like I fucking told you guys to shit on my car.
Oh, you gave him fucking food that gave him diarrhea. They're like,
Yeah.
that motherfucker poisoned us. Let's go take a shit on his car.
Yeah.
They eat anything.
But it's also I came back on break. I went out for
Yeah.
some like coffee and that. I came back. I said, Dom, do you know you're not supposed to park in front of that door?
Yeah.
And he goes, No, I didn't know. I says, well, it tells you on the door. No parking in front of this door.
So now I'm parking my back against, like I'm facing the back, right? And I'm looking at him at my passenger side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you. There's no sign behind me that says don't park. He goes, Dom, it's been there for years. I'm like, bullshit. They put it on today.
No.
I've never seen this fucking sign in my life. I don't believe. I'm like, I'm not turning around.
Yeah.
Because then he's going to laugh at me and say, fuck you, asshole. I made you look.
Yeah.
And this guy, Dom, please look behind you. There's a sign that says no parking here. Okay, I'll look. Oh, son of a bitch.
I've never seen that sign before. It's like this big. You know what I mean? It's not exactly like
but see, when
a tiny fucking thing.
It's because when I get in there, the designer cowboy there is fucking parked there already, so I don't see the sign.
Designer cowboy?
Yeah, I'll tell you off the air who that is, but
Oh, okay.
But his truck is there all the time, every day.
Oh, now I know what you mean. Yes.
In the same spot. So I'm just assuming that he has enough room to get out of there, or Ray has Rick. Sorry, doesn't mind at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does.
Well, he doesn't say nothing. I mean, he's been doing that since I started there. Not that it's my business. What you know, I'm not the boss, so I don't care. So, anyways, you ready for Dick Picasso?
As I said, no. I've already said no.
We're gonna buy you one of his paintings.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe you have that Donald Trump one. He did do a really good fucking Donald Trump one last year.
And you need to hang it up in your house. When people like come over and they...
Actually, if you do buy it, maybe we could convince them to hang it up in the general. Just convince them to hang it up in the general when you walk in.
Because nobody's going to see it in my fucking place.
Yeah.
Like, there's only some chicks come back.
Yeah. Oh, man. What else? Yeah, so that's what we got next week. We got the sex show.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween. Hope everybody have a good one or had a good one when you're listening to this. No, actually, no. It's coming out on Wednesday. It's coming out on
yeah, but they can listen
Monday.
on Friday, and then it'll be already done. So, are you going to say Happy Halloween?
No.
Hope everybody got dressed up and got drunk.
And, yeah, be careful. All that other good stuff.
Yeah, don't eat any suspicious-looking candy.
Oh, congratulations.
Which is fucking bullshit.
Actually, it's been happening a lot more recently.
Yeah, it's because people keep fucking talking about it. It's ridiculous. Some fucking idiot came up.
I know, it's funny because, like, I've never fucking had any.
No.
Like, when I'm growing up, like, going up to going trick-or-treating, I've never heard anything people getting poisoned.
No.
No.
It's the same. It's the same kind of thing. People start talking about eating Tide Pods, then all of a sudden it's like this massive thing. It's like, fuck off.
That's so stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, so
wrestling's coming up.
Wrestling's coming up in 2 weeks. That's where we're going to.
New Year's Eve.
No, that's far away, man. What the fuck are we talking about?
Our Christmas gift exchange day. Without Will, of course.
Yeah.
Very true.
Will does not believe in holidays.
I believe in holidays. I'm taking them days off work. I believe in that.
he don't believe in exchanging gifts.
No.
No. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. No, it was this year maybe. I was asking what he wanted, and he went on with this.
No, it's this year. You asked me this year.
Yeah, he was like, I will not be partaking in Christmas. And I was like, why? Why not? And he went off on that. Like, the whole time I'm like, oh, Lord. He's going to go on the indoctrination of the Catholicists. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. We all know the story.
If you wish me to repeat it.
Oh, please don't.
No problem.
Dude, like, we are almost
fucking
done.
lonely.
On that note.
If I have to fucking sit there and listen to that fucking story again, I will legitimately fucking try to find a rope.
Why?
That will hold me with enough test and hang myself. Then listen to your story about indoctrination of the Catholicists.
Yeah. Oh, You folks need to get indoctrinated into the savagisms.
Yes.
It's our own fun religion.
Yes, follow us on Facebook.
Do you? Don't be a douche. That's the rule.
Actually, we should have another pool.
Why?
I don't know. I think they were fun.
I mean, yeah. What do you want to do a poll on? Maybe you should just talk about that after the podcast over instead of like dead air thinking.
Stay tuned for our new poll and see what happens.
We'll figure something out and go do subscribe, Instagram, Twitter, Podbean, follow, like, subscribe, comment, and Facebook also. Go on the poll for would Dom rather watch wrestling or get laid. That's still open. Go on Facebook and vote for that.
And it's watch wrestling.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's get laid, man. Fuck.
Like, you know what sucks? I had your back. Out of that 15%, I'm one of those votes.
I didn't. I didn't. I voted fucking wrestling. I did.
I had a little faith in you.
I know the truth.
What truth do you know?
That you'd watch fucking wrestling.
Even my own mother got into it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And is that it? We did the social media stuff. Any other news from you guys before we leave?
Anything else for you, Will?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, then have a happy Halloween. Have a safe week.
Save one. Check the candies out.
Yep.
Save me the rockets.
Yep. Save the rockets and mail it to us. Savages Podcast.
Yeah. And then, that's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Go fuck yourselves.
Peace out.
Peace.